So here we are at the entrance to the Ramada Hotel, and I'm sitting on a little bench, not too unlike that, under this large tree here. And I'm going to take you on a little tour of some of the trading estates that are just round the corner. The Americans call them malls, even if they're not indoors. We call indoor malls shopping centres, and hello, there's people coming out there. And they had basically turned it around to try and meet what the standard of the West End. There are two ends to Richmond: town centre, which is to the east, and this little bit which is the West End, which is actually outside of the city boundaries. And the East End is pretty rough and the West End is pretty nice. And they said that when they first came here, the hotel was not spectacular, and they've put a lot of money into it, and they are slowly beginning to turn it round, and I think they're doing a very, very good job considering it's the middle of a recession. So I spoke to her for quite some time, and she told me how the first thing they did was to close that lounge. They've bought it, it's part of the hotel, they're going to reopen it eventually. Let me just cross this road without trying to kill myself. They're going to reopen it, but there was a load of gangs that used to hang around here or somewhere, so they shut it. And at the moment it's only being used for their as their sort of function room, but they are going to reopen it eventually. So believe it or not, this is the mall here. It's not very packed, as you can see. We've got a little building over there that does car servicing. And this mall here is an indoor one. It's called Regency Square. It's quite good. There's several departmental stores, lots of clothes stores, and it has a food court as well. So it's fantastic. The Ramada Inn Hotel is just across the road there, and the outdoor mall is sort of behind it, so that's across that road there. And this is the indoor one. And I always go into this store. They've all got funny names. There's JCPenney and there's Macy's and there's, you know. So, I'll take another video inside the mall shopping centre itself. But I'll have to turn you off in a minute because I'm not taking you in and filming inside a store. See the store along there as well. That's the Macy's at the end there. We're going into this one, JCPenney. Right, so I've come out of the mall and now I'm walking down towards the trading estate mall. I haven't actually got any videos inside the mall. I was going to, but I was told not to do so. In England, if we are not allowed to do something, we have little signs on the door that says no cameras or something like that. It seems in America you just get stopped by the police and they say, oh, sorry, you can't do that. So I got rudely stopped by a woman who said, I do hope you're not taking photos or videos in here. And I said, oh, why, are you not allowed? And he said, no, you're not. So I said, oh, well, I'll put my video away then. I got a few shots off, but no videos, so I do apologise for that, but it's quite a nice mall inside, spacious, 2 levels, and I was going to say that the thing I like about them the most is that in English malls, if you want to sit down, there's usually about 1 or 2 plain sort of benches. In the American ones, they have little seats, like plush seats. The only problem is that even though there are more of them, they're usually full. Now, that is a Walmart store, and that is where I'm going next. Better turn this off before any state official sees me. Just listen to that music playing along the mall side here. Sometimes it's Baroque and classical, sometimes it's folk, sometimes it's jazz, and it's the thing I love best about this little mall here. There are several things. First, there is a little bridal stall, which is just along here. Might be able to have a look at it from afar. It's this one coming up here, that one there, with the bride stuff, and that's actually called Tiffany's. Of course I have a sister called Tiffany, so I wanted to take a few pictures of that. I took them from the outside, obviously. And then there's also a nice little, well, it's a big fresh market, and it has things like an area for coffee, and you can grind your own coffee. Yeah, so you can grind your own coffee. It's got a little pick and mix area. It's got you can make your own peanut butter because it's got a peanut butter grinder thing. And the woman there was like, oh, you know, if you want to try something before you buy on the pick and mix sweets or whatever, just let me know. And I said, well, you know, I'd love to take a picture of it because it's so beautiful inside. He said, oh, you know, we don't really like people. And I said, yes, I know, it's all right. And she said, but I'll go and ask my manager for you. So she asked her manager, and her manager said yes. So I thought that was rather nice of her. So I took her picture as well. And then the other place that I like is the little Hallmark stall. I like that because the woman in it is actually English, and she said, you know, she used to live in Essex, less than 20 minutes away from the centre of London, and how she misses it. And, you know, I can totally understand that, having lived in England myself, in London, England myself for 2 years. You know, even living in the same country but further away, you miss the hustle and the bustle of it. And she said, you know, last time she went back was 5 years, and it was for a death. So she didn't enjoy that, but she'd love to go back. And, you know, we had a chinwag for quite some time. So it's been fantastic, really. I haven't bought anything particularly special here. I think I'll wait until I'm in a big city to do that. But now I'm heading back towards my hotel. And that's the mall you can see behind us.